Welcome to my Rage draft that's taking place about a minute after that last one ended. Uh, just couldn't end the Legacy Cube on my getting crushed drawing however many extra cards that game and not finding a sixth land for crying out loud. Um, so this is a particularly weak pack. Batterskull is good, and it's probably what I'm going to end up taking here. Foff is also great, but Batterskull will fit into any deck. There's also Incinerate if I just want to try and go immediately into the mono red deck. Do I want to just go that route, just dive in? You know, I think I kind of do. Let's just go heavy into mono red, see if we can get there. Next up, what would be good in that deck? P and Kieran, I think, would be the next best. Although it's really just a Beetleback Chief. It's not too great. It's also Inferno Titan. Because it could be the big red deck. I do really like Inferno Titan as a finisher in general. Yeah, I'll grab Inferno Titan here. It's not. Oh, there's Monastery Swiftspear though, and Searing Spear. So I like the looks of this so far. I'm gonna take the Swiftspear. Hopefully that Searing Spear can come back around for us. 2, 3, 4, 6. I don't know. I've seen people do this, try and like force the mono red deck, and I'm always really nervous about it because I'm not sure if they're actually getting there every time or if they just draft so much that they know when they can be forced. I'm myself and not so sure about that kind of stuff. But I mean, both times I've drafted this cube, it has looked to be very open. I don't know if people are just turned off by it at this point in the cube or what. But I like Chandra in this build. Cutting Spark Mage isn't awful in that you can bring him in and then like shoot down some of the ramp. But Chandra is what you want to be doing to finish the game. Oh, why is Treachery still in this pack? There's also Rishadan Port and Banefire, though. What does this Chandra do? There's 1 damage to target player. Not great. So Banefire, Rishadan Port, which one is more likely to wheel? I'm not sure. I'll go with the Banefire right now. It's a great way to just finish the game against control decks. Flame Tongue Kavu is something I'm not mad about picking up. It's not the best card for this deck, but being able to shoot down a relatively large creature. I mean, my biggest problem with it is that, I mean, they have to have a creature, which is always, I mean, if they don't, then, biggest thing that you need for this deck is the 1-drop creatures, the Goblin Guide, the Grim Lavamancer, Jackal Pup sort of effects. I don't know if not Satyr Fire Dancer. What's the Fire Drinker or whatever? Fire Drinker Satyr, that's it. Arc Trail, that's a pretty good card. Shoot down a mana ramp creature and hit him in the face. Now we've got Fire Ice or Crater's Claws. Do I want another Fireball spell? Or do I want Fire Ice? I think I'll take the Crater's Claws. It can be turned on by Flame Tongue Kavu, and I'm not super excited to pick up Dualcaster Mage. I'd want something like Rift Bolt before I really played him. Something that I can cast for free and then flash him in. Hopefully we wield something out of these next couple packs. We'll be able to see if there's... I really wasn't... I mean, especially the Monsters Whisper pack, truthfully, I wasn't really paying attention. I don't think there's anything in this pack. I think we just had the Inferno Titan. I think that was the main thing. Yeah, I could take Nykthos. I could also take a Johnny Vengeance if we want to play like a Boros Charm or something, and he can come in and deal 3, and then lock down a land. That little mana denial strategy. I mean, I could try that. I'll take him, and we'll see if we can get there. I could play a 3-mana 2/2, is what that would end up being. Isochron Scepter's not horrible, right? What is Incinerate? Incinerate's an instant, so I could play Incinerate in this deck. Take the land. Always take the land if you're not sure where you're going to end up. So that wasn't a horrible pack 1. Really looking for more cheap burn spells and cheap creatures. We'll see if we can get there in pack 2. Really want that Goblin Guide, which I've gotten in both other drafts that I have not drafted red, so let's hope I can get him in this one too. Isochron Scepter, you're a possibility, so I'll just put you right here for now. Bonfire, I'm not super excited about Bonfire in this deck, just because, I mean, you have to cast it. Like Miracles, I don't know, there's just too much chance involved with this kind of deck and Bonfire. Because I mean, if you don't get it right away, then it's just awful. So there's Grim Lavamancer, which I'm really excited about. There's also Stoke the Flames and Sacred Foundry. Sacred Foundry would be great for playing a Johnny Vengeance. So I'm gonna take the Grim because those 1-drop creatures are what you really want right away. Also, any red fetch lands become pretty good cards, and they just add something to the graveyard for you. Now here we've got Slagstorm and we've got Brimstone Volley. So I think I'm going to take the Brimstone Volley over the Slagstorm. Not big on the Fire Fist Strike. I'd rather have a burn spell over it. I think I'm going to take the Brimstone Volley. I think there's just a little bit more upside there. Although it is more likely to wheel at the same time. I think I'm going to take it still anyway. Next, Arid Mesa or Siege Gang Commander. I think I'm going to take the Arid Mesa. It would make splashing for Boros Charm or a Johnny Vengeance easier, and Siege Gang Commander might wheel. I mean, it is also a 5-drop. It's not something that we're super excited about. Next, we've got Purphoros, and I think that is what I will go with. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing else. Here, I don't know why Derogatory Speaker. I mean, I guess it hasn't had a green deck yet, but that is a great card. So Purphoros is pretty great, and if that Siege Gang Commander comes back around, that's a Wombo combo right there. Next up, I'll take the Dragon Skull Summon, I guess. I don't think Bump in the Night or anything is in this cube, but there might be some sort of drain effect that I want. Rakdos's Return. So there's Lightning Helix. And Falconwrath Aristocrat, that's a pretty good beater, actually. And also it protects itself. And there's also Lightning Helix. There's Porcelain Legionnaire. I think I'm actually just going to take the Porcelain Legionnaire. The other, I mean, I don't want to really splash for anything yet. And I mean, I'll take the Temple of Triumph here. But I don't want to splash until I can make sure that I get there. And Porcelain Legionnaire, I mean, it's just a 2-mana 3/1 first strike, which is a good card. So I'm not mad about that. Hopefully we This is going to be our initial pack. I can't remember. It is not, and the only thing for us here is the Battlefield Forge. We could actually at this point almost pick up Soldier of the Pantheon, just a 1-mana 2/1, but no, I mean that's just too risky to, because I don't want to play a lot of planes in this deck. I don't want to play any planes in this deck actually. I want it to all be duels, red-white duels. I really don't even want to play the Temple of Triumph. I don't want to play tap lands. I want to be able to curve out. So we are hopefully looking for a Sacred Foundry here. Or Siege Gang. We got Siege Gang Commander coming up. What else was there that I was looking at? Yep, Sacred Foundry. Okay, I'll take that. I'm not mad. Slagstorm. Not mad to see that come back. Fire Fist Striker was taken, so somebody else is in a red deck. I think that they're wrong to value creatures so highly. I'm assuming that means that the Siege Gang Commander is not coming back. Yeah. Really nothing that we can splash, so I'll just cut the Languish. And Johnny Vengeance, you can actually get in here now at this point. We've got 4 ways to turn you on. It's almost as much as the last deck had. Not that that deck was anything to go off of with all the mana troubles it had, but what can you do? I'll take the Disfigure. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Don't want to go against cheap removal like that. I guess I'll take Champion of the Parish at this point. I'm probably not getting in the deck, but who knows? Falkenrath Aristocrat. I mean, if we pick up red-black duels, maybe. Of course, Skyfisher. 2/3, return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. Oh, no, I don't want you over there. Alright, so here we've got Blood Crypt, Prophetic Flamespeaker, English, and Lightning Strike, and Mimic Vat. There's also Frontline Medic, which we could play. But I'm just going to go with the Lightning Strike. Just cheap burn is what we really want. And hopefully something will wheel. I mean, Mimic Vat's not a bad card to play, ever. Next, oh, Goblin Guide, there we go. Got there. Burst Lightning is probably not going to wield with that other red drafter in the cube. And if Armageddon comes back around, I will gladly play that in this deck. I do not mind destroying all of my opponent's lands, as I will hopefully be ahead on board. And next we've got Beetleback Chief or Firebolt. I kind of want to take... I'm debating actually right now between Firebolt and Beetleback Chief because I have Purphoros. But I'm not sure if that's good enough. I'm going to take the Firebolt. It's just the cheap interactive burn again is great. Jackal Pup, get in my deck. Seal of Fire is alright. There's Ravages of War. I mean, again, if that wheels, I will gladly take it. Hopefully we see a Boros Charm or something in this pack. I would not be mad about that either. I've played a lot of modern burn. If you looked at my channel, I love dealing 4 damage for 2 mana. Just one time. Let's see here. What do we have? What else do we want? So we've got a lot of 1-drop creatures. We probably want 4 more playables in this deck, though. So we're still hunting, actually. We're not all the way there yet. I like our curve, and that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 one-drop creatures. Magma Jet, Ash Cloud Phoenix, Seeker of Way. These are all good cards. I think I'm going to take the Magma Jet. I'm not big on Ash Cloud Phoenix. It just dies so easily, and it costs so much to flip back up. And the Scry 2 on Magma Jet is pretty great with like a low curve kind of deck like this. We've got Kiln. Okay, no. There's a lot of stuff we want in this pack. I mean, Kiln Fiend isn't actually that great. But Boros Charm, and we do have 4 ways to turn it on. I think I'll take it. And Rakdos' Return, I mean, if we get that, we're going to get a card back out of this pack, yeah. Yeah, I'm not mad about that. So this is actually turning out pretty well. We actually might be able to cast Porcelain Legionnaire and not take damage. Woo! Yeah, getting there. Shuffle cards, shuffle cards. Eldrazi Monument, not really. Silverblade Paladin. I mean, you're a great creature, and you'd work pretty well in this deck, but no. I think I'll just take the Electrolyze because that would be a nice 2-for-1 for our opponent, or 3-for-1 probably for our opponent. Because they get to draw a card. So 2 for 0. Kill Grim and Jackal Pup. Kill Jackal Pup and Porcelain Legionnaire. Deal us a damage. Yuck. Imperial Recruiter, is it power 2 or less? Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad about that. I mean, play Imperial Recruiter, go get Goblin Guide, attack. Yep, I'll take Blood Crypt, sure. And here, what don't I want my opponents to do? I don't want them to do this. Or Disciple, actually, either. What don't I like more? I'll take Disciple because I think that's the one that's more likely to get played. I guess I'll take Beetleback Chief here, sure, if you insist. Could I end up cutting Inferno Titan in this deck? Jeez. Did I take... Oh, I think I took over Pian Kiran. Is that what I did? Oh god, that's gross if I did, because Pian Kiran plus Purphoros. Is it red creature or is it any creature? Any creature. And here... I don't want to play against Courser. I played against that card, and I'll take Seeker. That could maybe make its way into the deck. This gives me actually 3 sources of black with Arid Mesa. That's interesting. Falconwrath Aristocrat, anyone? 4/1 Flying Haste. Interesting, interesting. What was in this pack that we wanted to get back? There was something, but I don't remember what it was. We don't want to play against Divinity of Pride, though. That's for dang sure. Where did it just go? It ended up in the sideboard, right? Yeah. Right? No, it's right there. Get out of here. So these are actually both cards that could end up in the deck. Not you. You're not going to end up in the deck. Hidden Dragonslayer could end up in the deck too, actually. If I mean, you can always just play it as 3-mana 2/2 if you need. So we've got 24 cards here. How many of these? So you're a sorcery. You're all creatures. You're a sorcery. So I really only have, and you're an instant, right? Yeah. So I really, no, I have 4 cards. I don't know how many cards I would want before I would play Isochron Scepter.
I could go get. I mean, this really goes and gets any creature except for any. Goes gets Beetleback Chief. Goes and gets everything except for Flametongue Kavu, Porcelain Legionnaire, Purphoros, and Inferno Titan. So there's 7 hits for the deck with Imperial Recruiter. Do any of them have like anything super special about them? That, I mean, Dual Caster Mage kind of has something special about it. Beetleback Chief plus Purphoros. I think that because I kind of want to go up to 17 lands. I don't know. I don't know if that's right though. That could just be me doing things wrong. Does anything seem awful in this deck? Playing Inferno Titan, I really kind of want to go up to 17 lands, but I'm not sure if that's right. But if I cut Inferno Titan, then I'm at this many playables. I'm at the exact number of playables. And I don't want to bring in like a 2-drop creature. You know, I'm going to cut Inferno Titan, and I'm going to bring in no, I'm going to leave Inferno Titan in. I'm just going to cut the Imperial Recruiter. And it's a 3-mana 1/1 that draws me a card. It's not really what this deck wants to be doing. And then we'll just add 0 plains and 13 mountains for 4 white sources for 2 white spells. I really just don't want to risk having a single plains in the deck. I guess that I do have a lot of double red cards, but I don't have anything that is. I could play 1 plains maybe, just go up to 5 sources. I need to look at that Frank Karsten article again, where he details exactly how many colored sources if you needed of a color in each size of deck, etc., to hit it on whatever turn. Math is hard. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it good. Yeah. Right? Yeah, I'm just gonna play 16 lands. Screw it. Let's do this.